Hi everybody. I thought it might be quite helpful for those that are going to do the Purify to put a few recipes on here for you and just a few sort of hints and tips that made my eating, if you like, around the Purify program a little bit easier. And one of the things that was raised recently was like the lack of condiments. So I thought today what I would do is show you how to make a mayonnaise. I've seen, Jamie Oliver do it and all the rest of it, and yes, it seems really, really easy. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've started this and then ended up with, a curdled mess in the bottom. So it's not simple, but I think it is really worth trying to have a go at it. And for me, it was really, really helpful in the Purify program because it meant that I could have, a mayonnaise to dip my celeriac chips in, or I could make homemade coleslaw, or I did like a tartar sauce, or even just like egg and cress and mayonnaise to have a nice salad at lunchtime. So once you've got your basic mix down, it actually is really helpful throughout the rest of the program. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're just starting off. In my bowl I have got an egg yolk, and also I've got a dollop of Dijon mustard. If you're going to be a Purify purist, you could leave out the mustard, but for the sake of how much is in there and the amount that you're going to get back, how much you use, and if it just helps get through this whole 3 weeks, then it's a dollop of mustard at the end of the day. So we've got that in there. I'm going to start just whisking this by hand first of all. I'm going to go onto the machine in a little bit because it is much, much easier, but I've found if I get a really good hand mix going on first, that the egg does hold better and it has less tendency to split. So we're literally just giving that a really, really, really good whisk up. What we're doing is trying to get quite a thick, kind of almost paste going in there. Think like, when you start whisking double cream, that kind of thing. And then what we're going to do is this is where, it's always when you add the oil, this is the tricky bit. So I've learned slow is the easiest way to go. So literally put in a capful of olive oil in at a time and just going back to the whisk. And when that's gone in, it should still be nice and thick. Every time you add it, it should remain nice and thick. This is what it looks like at the minute. So it's just nice and still runny, but it's thick. So then we'll pop another little capful in. And then once that's gone in, you kind of feel a bit more confident that you can add the oil. If you want to keep going by hand, crack on, that counts to 30 minutes exercise. For me, I'm a bit more lazy and I'm going to use the machine. It means I've got hands free to really control the amount of oil that's going in. My other little tip is with the machine that I've got, I tend to put it on a little perch of a couple of cookbooks. So it just raises it up so that the oil and the egg can drip into this so that it whisks better. But I don't know what you're going to be using at home, but that's just to let you know that's what I'm using here. So we'll stick the machine on. This is going to get a bit noisy. So this is just me starting the process off. We're going to get it on a full speed and add the oil, dripping by bit by bit, to really just get that incorporated. And then I'll stop and show you what it's looking like. Okay? Right, guys, so we've got to this stage, if you can see. I've had a little scrape down of the bowl. That's taken just over 5 minutes, I would say, to get to that stage, and I've probably used 200, 250 mils of olive oil. Now what I'm going to do, pop the whisk back down. I can run this at a bit of a slower setting now, but I've got the juice of about 1 small to medium lemon, and I'm going to pop that in there. That's going to bring it through, and it'll get a bit paler, and it'll look a lot more like the mayonnaise that you see from the supermarket. So we're going to add this in now. Excellent. So then you can see already the difference in the colour, and that's what we're left with, this lovely mayonnaise. Woohoo! So from there, like I say, we could put a little bit of seasoning in there. You could put garlic in there, or just, again, use it for making coleslaw. Just literally grating some carrot, maybe some beetroot. You could grate some beetroot in there, fennel, red or white cabbage, and just put a dollop of that, mix it all in, and you feel like you're eating something normal, plus you're getting more veg in there as well. So that's a great way of using it. Like I say, my favourite was having egg and cress, some lovely salad for lunch. It was done, it was easy, it's filling, you're getting the protein. Nobody's suggesting for a minute this is low fat. It's not. But we know what's gone in there, and it's good for us. This isn't just Purify, this is good for anybody who's doing like Paleo or clean eating, low carb, that sort of thing. But definitely not a Weight Watchers, probably not. Anyway, have a go, enjoy. Cheers.